Hello, my name is Donna White, and I'm a County Extension Agent with Texas AgriLife Extension Service. With cool weather approaching, pumpkins will be plentiful. Now, I know most of you are accustomed to eating pumpkins in pumpkin pie or something sweet, but the recipe that I'm going to show you today is a little different. It's called pumpkin soup. Let's start by showing you the ingredients in our pumpkin soup. The first ingredient is fat-free, reduced sodium chicken broth, 3½ cups, 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin, a ½ cup of mashed cooked carrots, a 15-ounce can of white beans, a ½ cup of reduced fat, half and half, salt and pepper seasoning according to your family's choice, and then if you want it a little spicier, you could add crushed pepper or jalapeno peppers. That's up to your family's choice. You'll notice in my skillet I have already sauteed 1/2 cup of chopped onion and 1 clove of garlic. I've done that to save us just a little bit of time today. The first thing that we're going to do is add our pumpkin, and I usually use a little mixing bowl, or this measuring cup will work fine. Pumpkin is plentiful and it's so good for you, packed full of vitamin A, and you know kids usually like pumpkin as well, so it might be a good way to introduce another vegetable to your family. As well, since pumpkin is orange, I kind of added this to the recipe, and you can sneak in a ½ cup of these carrots mashed up in the soup to get even more nutrition and value, good vitamin A as well for your family, and they'll never know the difference. This is the 1 can of white beans, navy beans. Now, some people prefer black beans. Black beans would be a good choice to use here just as well. Now we're going to add 3½ cups of the fat-free reduced sodium, which is a better choice for our chicken broth to keep our sodium levels down and our fat levels down in this soup. And I'm just going to mix it up. Now I'm going to add the seasoning, salt and pepper, because pumpkin does need seasoning, and this is not a sweet soup, so you want to add seasoning that will taste good to your family. The very last thing that I'm going to add is the reduced fat, half and half. Once that's mixed, we just add it directly to the sauteed onion and garlic. Be careful not to splash. And this makes about 6 cups. You may be wondering how large a recipe this makes. It makes about 6 cups of soup. It's a very economical dish for your family because with the 6 cups of soup, it only costs about 75 cents to $1 a serving. And if you're really industrious with this pumpkin, you could get fresh pumpkin, and that would even be better than using canned pumpkin. You would just cook it, and maybe you could even bake the pumpkin seeds for your kids. So now that we have all the ingredients in our soup, we're going to let this come to a simmer, and we're going to simmer it for about 10 minutes. This soup is so nutritious. I hope you'll try it because I know it's a little bit different for your family, but the beans really add a little bit of a heartier taste to the soup. Some pumpkin soups don't have the added beans, but I think it will help make this soup a little heartier for the men in your family or for the children as well. So we're just going to let this soup simmer for about 10 minutes. It hasn't quite come to a boil, but I want to show you a little bit about what this looks like as a finished product right over here. This is the finished soup, about a cup, and I usually serve it with a sandwich because I think you would need something besides soup alone for your family's dinner. And then we also have grapes. Pumpkin soup is high in nutrition. It's packed full of vitamin A, vitamin C, and this soup has calcium in it. With cool weather approaching, I hope you'll consider pumpkin as an entree with your family's dinner tonight. I hope you'll also remember to check with Texas AgriLife Extension Service for any healthy resources you might be in need of. Thank you.